Hi, it's Alice here from HealthShare. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really looking forward to showing you the BetterConsult demo. Let's start with some of the challenges that GPs and practices are facing. The most common one that we definitely hear about is when patients are coming in with a long list of questions and expecting the GPs to answer it in a limited time. Another challenge that we hear is when patients are bringing up the most important things last. At the end of the consultation. So things like blood in the urine and chest pain. So if you have similar issues like these, don't worry. I'd be happy to show you how BetterConsult has helped with these challenges, just like how it's helped many other practices using BetterConsult too. So when a patient books an appointment with you, whether that be a walk-in appointment on the phone or online, we send a text message to your patient's phone, and the message will say something like, "Hi Ben, please complete this clinical form prior to your appointment with Dr. Smith." And we'll send this message within 24 hours of the appointment. Your patient will click on the secured link, and it will take them to a secured questionnaire. And the question we will ask them is, what is the main reason you are seeing the doctor? The idea behind this is we want patients to come in a bit more prepared before the consultation. So they can consider things like, is it a medical certificate that they need, or is it a prescription that they want? So they'll fill it in, and it only takes about a couple of minutes, and then it gets sent to the doctor. Just some things for you to consider. It's definitely optional for your patients to complete, and it's very easy for patients to opt out. Patients, SMSs are sent to patients under 75 years old by default, and you can definitely customize appointment types as well. So let me show you a video now of what it will look like for the doctor once the patient has completed the questionnaire. So once it's been completed, here on best practice, you will see that next to the patient's name, there's BetterConsult in brackets. So the doctor will click on Start Visit. It will open up to the patient file, and at the bottom there, you'll see BetterConsult is already downloaded, and there's nothing else that the doctor needs to do to log on. All they need to do is just click on the patient notes available, which is the bottom right pop-up box right there. Once they click on the box, they'll be able to see the notes that the patient has entered in. So for this example, we can see that this patient has put in two reasons for their reasons for visit. The first reason being they're here for a skin check, and the second reason is they're here for a repeat prescription for Yaz. And then the patient chose to answer some additional questions for the doctor. If you scroll down to the bottom here as well, there's some other answers that they've completed. Now, the next feature is optional. It's a copy paste. And so the GP can copy and paste those notes over. They can edit it and delete it. Nurses also have access to it as well. And with this as well, we've also got a dashboard, which is very handy. So we know some GPs love to organize their calendar the day before. So you're able to see ahead of time what the patients are coming in for. So for example, I had a GP that had wanted to see the reasons for this particular patient and could see that this patient was coming in for blood test results. Now, they've just realised that the blood test results had not come through from the laboratory, so which allowed the GP to speak to the practice manager to either reschedule the appointment with the patient or chase up the blood test results from the laboratory. So that's all to the BetterConsult demo. So I'll talk a bit more about some of the features that we have. We've got the screening for COVID-19. Basically, we ask some questions to the patient. If they answer yes to COVID-19, then we will send an alert to the practice to let you know so that you can reschedule it if you wish. One of the most favourite features amongst GPs is our ability to streamline our mental health questionnaires K10 and DAS21 so that if a patient was to use BetterConsult and they had put in their reasons for visit was depression, anxiety, something along the lines of that, if they meet the criteria, we can ask them to answer either K10 or DAS21. You can choose to use which questionnaire you'd like for your practice. And so your patients will be at home, a bit more relaxed, they're comfortable, and then they can answer the questionnaire a bit more honestly and truthfully. So then they submit the response. The questionnaire gets sent to the doctor, and when the patient arrives, your doctor can just open up the questionnaire. It will be in front of their computer. The doctor at this point can still go through the questions again with the patient. However, this time it allows the patient to elaborate their answers a bit more. And then once that's completed, you are able to save it to download the form and save it to BP. We also support our patients and doctors with health and education resources as well. So we do work with organisations like, in the past, we've worked with Diabetes Australia, Epilepsy Australia, and they help create some of the questions in the BetterConsult workflow to ensure that the right resources support the patient and the doctor at the right time when they need the most. So data and privacy, we do delete all personal identifiable information about your patients. They are encrypted end to end, and automatically these identifiable information is deleted 72 hours after the consultation. Just to give you an idea of the practices that are using BetterConsult across Australia, we've got over 800 practices and over 3,000 GPs and nurses.